Now, we already know Hisam's gonna be mad because I'm late, but Hisam's just gonna have to deal with it. It is what it is. He knows I have work. It's just how life is. Welcome back to another Tuesday. Hey everybody, welcome back to another Tuesday. Where you know what it is. It's Tuesday.
Hello.
Hello, Hisam.
How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you, Hisam?
I'm good. Good to see you.
I'm sorry for being late, Hisam.
You should apologize to everyone in the room. They're the ones who are waiting for you.
I'm so sorry for everyone that.
You look good in green. Look at that color on you.
Thank you so much. I was feeling very
Neon?
no, I was feeling very evil.
Evil? Why? What happened?
No, I just feel evil.
Like you're gonna do something shady?
I wish, but no, I'm not. I've been on my best behavior.
All right. Do you wanna introduce what we're doing here?
Of course. So everyone, welcome to another episode of Over the
We're
Rainbow.
still workshopping the name, so if you have any ideas.
We are not. So I have, just so you guys know, my allergies have been kicking my ass because of the weather change. So please excuse me if I'm like not sounding how I normally should sound. It's very frustrating. So bear with me. But yes, I don't sound like how I normally sound. But guys, welcome
Yeah,
to.
I noticed you had sort of a sore throat, and I was thinking maybe it was because you had a fun weekend,
I
but I didn't know.
don't have a sore throat, by the way, bitch. It's just I know. It's just I know. We have went in Philadelphia. Someone just said it. We have went through 4 different seasons in one, like in the last 4 days. We have went from sunny to hot to cold to rainy to snow.
Oh,
Yeah, it's insane. It's too
you had
much. So just
President Biden there too, right?
what?
President Biden was in Philly, wasn't he?
I guess.
You don't know? They didn't shut the whole town down?
I don't know. I'm in the suburbs, so I don't even know.
All right.
Philly's
All
too
right.
Philly's too trashy for me. But anyway, welcome to Phil. I mean,
Welcome to Sunny in Philadelphia.
welcome to. Yes, I do remember you. Welcome to Over the Rainbow, of course, and this is our 11th or 12th episode. I am one of the hosts, Big D, if you're nasty, and my other host.
And people are.
And please introduce yourself, sir.
I'm Hisam.
You don't have anything else?
No, is there more that I should say? I'm Hisam. I'm gay. It's Ramadan. I'm Muslim.
Oh, so you're not eating right now?
No.
Oh my
No.
God, how's it going?
I'm going to lose more weight than you, Big
Bitch,
D.
I'm jealous. I'm about to join you. I'm about to be motherfucking Ramadan too.
I thought you were kind of doing like a little bit of a Ramadan called
I was, but I'm going through so much right now because of the fact that, and I'm also still trying to close up at work because you rushed me. But because of the fact that I just thought about it, I gotta have food in my system. I can't cut weight when I'm not, up to my full potential, like with my allergies and shit. It's just gonna make me more sick.
So are you saying that you need to eat like right now?
No, I did eat for today, but I don't know. I'm over it. I'm struggling, okay?
Yeah,
And
you sound like you're really going through it.
I am going through it, and I have another weigh-in next week. So I need whatever is going on my nose being congested. I need it to go away so I can breathe because I'm struggling in my workouts. It's so uncomfortable. I'm so over it.
Yeah,
But
there are some people who basically use like masks to basically decrease the amount of oxygen their body sees, so that it basically puts them in like oxygen deprivation so they can burn more calories. So maybe you're doing that.
I don't know. I have another. I, I like I'm just like I'm such on a good path, and this is not a part of my like journey. I did not see this journey happening for me. Like I've been doing so well, and I have another weigh-in next week, and I need to
Girl,
be
you
ready
just
for
have allergies. Chill the F out.
it. Anyway, so tonight is a great episode, guys. We always like to have. We are going to be. We are going to be having a special guest. You guys might know him. If you don't know him, or excuse me, he or they, okay, as I have learned recently.
I didn't know that their pronouns were that.
Yes, I did learn that today,
Oh, that's
as they,
awesome.
yes, but they is okay with going by he. But we have Dash from Squid Games who's going to be joining us with all the fun, plenty of energy. If you don't know this redhead, you're really about to really know this redhead.
How did
And
you meet Dash originally?
as I like to call Dash, and I always think of Dash anytime I watch Mean Girls. He is too gay to function. Okay, and I enlist him, so we're gonna have him on our little show. And of course, once again, guys, we will be expecting some of you fans to come and join us. If you have any questions, shoot them out to us. Tonight, we're going to talk about being gay in reality TV, our experiences of being gay, and we'll also talk about a little bit about pronouns and things like that, that I feel like, Hisam can educate me on because I can't keep up with the damn pronouns. I'm trying my best. But it's my job to know them, so we will go over them. But yes, just talking about being gay. So without further ado, I would love to bring Dash in. Heisem, do you have anything you want to say before we
No,
start?
I'm excited for Dash to join us. I think this will be really exciting to
Okay,
talk about what it means to be gay in reality television.
of course. I'm so excited. So let me grab him and stuff and expect, and which is great because I've lost my voice, so Dash will make up for it.
Oh, there he is!
Hello,
Hello,
hello.
Hey!
beautiful.
So nice to finally meet
I
you,
was going to say,
Hisam.
you guys have not met yet.
No.
Yeah, we have never met each other.
Oh my
And
God.
I gotta say, I was a big fan of you on your season.
Oh, were you?
I was. I was rooting for your alliance. I was very sad when they did you dirty because it was not a good move. And it had all the people I was rooting for except for Blue. So, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, my alliance really did me dirty. I
Same.
still can't get, yeah, yours
Okay,
too. I was
but it
like, if
didn't
anyone
look
can
like
relate,
it.
it's Dash.
We needed live feeds. I always say that. Like, things would have gone down way
Girl, not the
differently if we had.
way you told me about those conditions. I don't think we need live feeds. It's
I don't know what you're talking about.
I
Oh,
thought we
did stuff happen?
Oh, y'all are messy right off the bat.
Did stuff happen?
had.
Dash, did you meet somebody? Did
Oh,
someone meet
like
you?
that? No, I've never been. I say this. I've never been less horny in my life than when I was on Squid Game because I was so paranoid. The conditions were obviously not good as the Squid Game. It's what we signed up for. Um, but yeah, no, I was like worried about the game. I was not worried about love. Um, so no,
Yeah,
I was a good
I,
little
I had the
angel.
same problem.
Yeah, for sure. But
I will say this. I I definitely want to know. Now speaking of your experience, how was your experience being? Because I feel like you were the only like loud gay one on your season, and then come to find out, there's like fucking 20 of you guys in Squid Games, and I'm like, I would never know that. But how was your experience being gay and being on a reality show, especially Netflix? Because I've never, I don't know how they do with gay representation. I feel like they definitely do well, but how was it for you?
well, okay, I will start by saying I identify as queer.
Okay.
I'm a very fluid person
Okay.
when it comes to both my sexuality and my gender. I've always felt like I didn't fit inside of society's boxes.
Okay.
And so I'm just like a free spirit, you know?
I love Okay.
So when it came to Squid Game, I will say, like, I was so inspired by some of the other contestants. Like, Flawless Kevin, if you guys look up their Instagram, they're an icon. They didn't really get it. That's the thing. There were so many people that not everyone got featured. And some of the people that didn't get featured are like total
Yeah,
icons. So I always say they should have had more than 10 episodes. And maybe I'm biased because my storyline got botched.
yeah.
But like
I do agree with that, and I also want to say this. I definitely, I'm really disappointed in how they a lot of people didn't get storylines because I have my friend Tom Cook who I play kickball with. I've known for years, and if it wasn't for another friend of mine pointing him out when we were watching it, I would have never knew he was there. And I felt bad because he was also he was an older gay like Hisam,
oh,
super into young men, and
messy.
and, he remind me of Hisam. And Tom Cook, I know, was somebody who wanted to do Survivor. He was definitely a Hisam all day. Like if I could sit there and put them, I would think like they're twins.
It's Tom Cook.
He's a king. I love Tom.
Yeah.
I
So
would say, like, my instinct is always to protect other minorities personally because of the thing that I've been through in my life. I'm also a super fan of reality television. So I've seen what happens time and time again. Like, you look, it took the cookout
yeah,
doing what needed to be
correct.
done for us to have a black winner after 20, how many years? 25 or
Yeah,
something crazy?
yeah, 2023. Yeah.
So, when how it played out on the show was really hurtful to me because
Mm,
I was had that mission and I'm open to working with anybody. Trust me. I'm like, if you're gonna have my back, I'll have
yeah.
yours. But if you're gonna target me, a fellow minority, and my back's against the wall, I'm gonna swing because I gotta protect numero uno. And that's what happened, but it's not they only have so much time, so it looks like I was just a messy little bitch, basically.
Do you think?
Nothing wrong with that.
Let me ask you, Dash and Derek. Do you think that the gay or queer people on the show are typically like the evil edit, like the underhanded edit, like the edit that is sort of like the less favorable edit, shall we say?
Of
Yes,
course. If
I
you
What?
do.
if you look at the definition of a gay reality evil person, my picture would be right there. Because
Yeah, I think all three of us would be there.
We
we
would.
could do a whole list, but you have to look at it this way. When it comes to reality TV and being some type of LGBTQ plus, person, you either go two ways. And the one way could be you could be the happy go lucky, everyone loves you, everything's good, you're not really playing the game, you're getting out early. Then if you're a person that is playing the game, calling people out, doing green screens, calling people bitches, whatever, and all this other shit, you're the worst person alive. Okay, so it just sucks because you shouldn't be labeled that way, but also we don't fit in the standard box. It took all these years until now to get to the point that we have so many different people that identify for different type of things on TV. It was always just cut and dry. You're either straight or that's it. You're either straight, you're a man or a woman. That's it. We now got to the point that we have the theys, the thems, the transgender, the queers, the gays, the lesbians. Like we have everything now in one box. Now,
Yes.
and now it's messing up. So you're like, where do we fit them? You can't fit nobody nowhere. It's just free. But unfortunately, I do agree with that. That's why I'm just curious to know.
Yeah, I just think that we like as I think that society was like it was either you were heterosexual or you were not, right? And if you were not heterosexual, then you were bad. And I think a lot of people like have it subconsciously that if you are gay, you are bad, and that happens in the edit, right? I don't think intentionally. I don't think that people are like, oh man, we're gonna make all the gay people evil. But I do think subconsciously they're like, these are people who are like dynamic, right? Like I think we're all
Yeah.
very dynamic, but also I think that it's just like it's easy to pigeonhole gay or queer individuals into the evil edit. And I just think to myself, I was like, I got so much crap for Matt and Riley and breaking up their love affair, right? Like I got so much crap. And then I was like, are they even talking to each other?
They're not
No.
even
And that was a great move. If you didn't do that, Riley was like had so many people following her. That was your best. Like I thought you were a great player. I was like, go. Like, because I mean, I thought Riley was cute, but she had to go for your game. And I'm all about making the moves that's going to set you up to make it as far as
I
you can, you know?
Right.
someone asked, I think it's easier for lesbians than gay men in these games.
Also, why is there not more LGBT? Like, where's the LGBT showmances in Big Brother?
I know somebody asked me about that
Uh,
the other day. I don't know if they're
I
ready. I don't know if
hope
they're. I'm not saying they're not ready for it. I
Let me
can't.
say something.
yeah.
Once you're done,
I
Zanky.
don't know.
Zanky literally
Oh, thank you.
had fan edits. They were obsessed. I was obsessed, which is
Sure.
like somewhat embarrassing, but it is
Yeah.
what it is. Like everyone was grasping at crumbs of Zenki. That was like
Right.
iconic at the time. So I disagree. I feel like the people in charge think that the world's not ready, but baby, they're ready and they're
No,
hungry for
I
it.
agree with that. It is a tricky situation. Think about it. Like me and Kylan kissed on national TV. That was a big thing that I don't think anyone's ever saw on
Wait,
Big Brother.
Island? How was it?
Girl, where
Was it?
you
Were
been?
you
I
a
was
good kisser?
I had
living.
to
Were,
watch your show. Did you not watch my season?
no, I watched your show. I just somehow missed the kiss. How did I miss the two men kissing? How did I miss that?
I don't know.
What?
Maybe were you sleeping?
When did that happen?
Oh, I
On a live show.
gotta find it,
And
girl.
I love that y'all did it on the live. That was
Yeah,
brilliant.
did it on the live show. But the thing you are late,
I
Kyla.
know I'm way late.
The thing,
Well, I know that Island isn't part of our tribe,
yes,
so I know.
yes, he is. But you know what?
Oh,
You know,
that's awesome.
he's been dealing with the women a lot.
He
Like, I gotta get him to come back over here. I just haven't seen him. I gotta get him to
he was
come back.
like, once I kissed Big D, I could kiss no other.
Yeah,
Like
he,
it has
he
to be
already
women from now
he
on.
knows. He knows where home is. He better not. I better not catch him. I will. Let me
Last
tell
time I
you,
checked, he
all
wasn't
these
knocking
other
on
men,
your thing.
all these other men, all these him, or they think they're gonna. Absolutely not. Better not. I will chop their dick off. Okay. Don't play with my Kylan.
Oh,
Don't.
oh. Is that a direct
I don't
warning?
know.
That's
I
to
don't
you,
know.
Dad. Don't play with
Like,
Kylan.
out here.
I'm like, damn it.
So
No.
wait a minute. So did you find anyone attractive on Squid Games?
Oh, so that's the thing is like post show. Yes. Like while I was living it, like I was also like going through a lot. Like I had just lost someone really important to me right before filming started. So I was like literally mourning, which I think really affected my game because I was getting so attached to people
Yeah.
and being way too trusting of people, which is what ended up screwing over my game because normally like I'm a super fan. Like I feel like if I wasn't in such a vulnerable place, I wouldn't have been so trusting,
But it
you
also
know?
different game. I want you to understand that because I think people also don't understand that, and we learned that even with traders this season. It's a different type of game. Like it's not. You might go in it knowing like I got all this Big Brother knowledge and Survivor knowledge, and I'm like ready to go. But when you go into like a game like Squid Games, it's a whole different game. That shit switches up every second. Like
And there's things you
we're
can't
shook.
control. Like
Double
that's the way you go out, Dash, is dumb, right? Like it's a dumb way of eliminating someone. I was like, what a terrible way of eliminating someone. I was like, this is dumb.
There
I was
There is
like,
so much tea on that. Like, I can't even get started. But all I'll say is, I wish that man peace. Okay? Because he needs it. Because the second I opened my mouth, he already had an issue with me. And let's unpack that. Okay? Why are you so threatened? Because I'm that bitch? Like, you're so weird. And oof, that was so ugly. And it's like, look at the other person that he eliminated. Like, there's a lot to unpack
Yeah.
when it comes to that man, but I don't like to give him attention because he's a weirdo.
Yeah, Tom.
But
We don't ever
sending love.
fight.
see, this is exactly how we get the gay edit.
Because
That's true. This is how we get the
because we get in positions where we have to stand up for ourselves because our whole life we've been in positions where we need to stand up for ourselves. And if people are going to back us in a corner or belittle us or mistreat us, we're not afraid to stand up for ourselves because we're already out and proud and have already been through way worse. So then when it comes to editing, how convenient that all of this is left out and just the swinging retaliation, and then now we're the bitches.
That's right. That is right. That is so right. I was like, all of the things that people did and the way they treated me, like that was all not put in the show, right?
Of
It
course.
literally just like Hisam being terrible to everybody.
So
Like,
what I've learned
I
about
still stand. I have taste.
and you have to. You know, the one thing about us that I've learned is that we do stick, we do stick together as, as a community. And that's all that matters to me. For me is if you are somebody, a part of my community, yeah, I'm gonna be biased and stick up for you because of the fact that I know what it's like to be in a position where number
yeah,
one,
hey, Derek,
huh?
I made that mistake.
Yeah. Oh,
I trusted Izzy,
Well,
like really trusted
I made a mistake
well, I
too
mean,
with that.
uh, every 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 gay is not, one of the
That's the problem. Because, and that's the thing is like, ooh, I have two really hot things to say. I'm
Go
sorry. This has me amped up right now.
do it.
Um, Number one, the majority, I feel like, of the hate that I received was from other queer
same.
people, which broke my
Yeah.
heart because I did a 3-hour processing interview in the green room with a cute ass outfit on, and all of it was left on the cutting room floor. I think I would hope if people had heard my backstory and the things that I've been through and what it's taken me to live so proudly, to live so confidently, and to live so boldly, I would hope that I wouldn't be getting so much visceral from my own community. And honestly, it's like sad because it's like a lot of them just think, oh, that should be me. They see another queer person and they hate them because they want to be it. But I'm telling you right now, that is not how you get blessings in life, by hating on the next bitch.
That,
You gotta uplift your sisters, uplift your community, and when it's what is for you will not pass by you, you
yeah,
know?
yeah.
So
I think that's
you
why
just like
the one thing that
What
I
was
do.
the second thing, Dash, before we move on?
the second thing was okay, so the alliance that ended up blowing up, I was part of that alliance. They kicked me off the tug of war team. I heard them laughing behind my back. It was completely devastating because my best friend in the alliance was a fellow queer person who I had opened up to about my story, my background. I really trusted him in a very vulnerable moment. He completely broke my heart with the way that he treated me.
Mm,
Um, and what I will say is, what was so painful about it not show the full context not showing, part of it was like the three people that stood up for me the most when I was treated like absolute trash by people that I was loyal to, saved in the game. If you look at the episode, you'll see me snatch this very person I'm talking away from the phone. He was gonna pick up that phone, and they don't even zoom in on me. It's in the wide group shot. You would have to like go back and look.
yeah.
Like the receipts are there. Why would I blow up the person who I pulled away from the phone? That doesn't make sense. Like stuff is missing. So the three people that stood up for me the most were Sam, a fellow gay icon who made it to the top three. That would have helped flesh out Sam as a human and his character, because that's exactly who Sam is.
Yeah.
And he will stand up for people in need, especially from his own community, because he got to share his story and he's been through so much. It was Felicia, a lesbian mother who is iconic and received so much death threats for playing the game. And it was Ashley, the other person from our cast, who got the most death threats. All three of them, I mean, Sam is like pretty universally loved, which he deserves because he's amazing. But like, I think if that was shown, the three of them, the way that they stood up for me, it would have given so much more context to who they are as people. I think it would have, oh, there goes my light. Hopefully, oh, there we are. Um, I think it would have shown queer unity in a positive, healthy way. And it also would have humanized Felicia and Ashley in more of a deeper way. And I do feel like you got their human moments, but that was so telling of the type of people they are, the type of allies they are. And that's why when everyone was coming from them, I was swinging on Twitter. I don't know if y'all saw, but like, I did not care because I'm like, y'all are praising a literal homophobe that I been knew he was a homophobe before Lorenzo exposed his ass. Shout out to you, Lorenzo. and bashing two iconic Black women that are amazing people for
Yeah.
playing the game.
Yeah.
So yeah, I know that's a lot of tea, but it was a painful thing. And at the end of the day, I'm grateful for. Oh well, fuck it. I guess I'm just in the dark now.
Fine.
You still look good.
It was at the end of the day, I'm grateful. I'm grateful for Netflix, and Netflix was very supportive of me when it came to
Good.
like the therapist on set and everything. Like they were all amazing. They've been lovely. Like I loved working with them. It's not against them. It's really like the edit that I'm like, who did this? Because the show was great. It could have been next level.
I
So
try to tell people, I actually talked about this a while ago. I feel like I might have said this. Wish I had a fucking journal of everything I said, but I know I said one time after Big Brother, the most important thing is that I know people are always like, we need people that, of course, we need people for reality shows, okay? And yes, you did do Squid Games on Netflix and things like that, but we also need people to be behind the camera and people that understand and look like us and feel like us and can do these edits because sometimes your story is not going to come across the way that you need it to come across. And I've seen it happen many a times, especially in Big Brother. I don't think I got the edit I wanted to get, of course, and I couldn't really do anything about it. And you didn't get the edit that you didn't want to get, and Hisam didn't get the edit that he wanted to get. This is where we go back to why we need people to represent us behind the camera, but it also comes down to the length of the show and them picking who they want and who they don't want. And that's the sucky part because some people's stories don't come across the way they should, and it sucks. But I understand
I think
getting hate from people that are in the same community of you. That was the most out of everything when I got done the show. I took all the hate from all the women calling me misogynist. I took all the hate from all the men. I took all the hate from everybody, right? I could not believe the hate from my own community of people that speak the same way that I do and talk the same way that I do and understand the way that I do. It was very disappointing for me because I was kind of like, what it's like to be like a gay man. You know that we throw around the B word and we say this and cackle and shit like that. So it was very upsetting. So I understand that feeling and I'm so sorry that that happened to you. And I hope that when you got done, I made sure, I talked to you
thank,
as soon as I found out you were on the show because I wanted to make sure you were okay and
thank
know
you.
that you had a place to vent. But please go ahead, Heisem. I'm so sorry.
no, but this is my point is that I think that the problem becomes that and I understand that it's a show, right? Like I understand that it's entertainment, I understand that it's television, but also like I think that it becomes really easy to pigeonhole the gay or queer people into a certain specific like narrative, right? That we are like conniving or mean or antagonistic or difficult or dramatic. Like it just becomes really easy to put us into the context instead of showing our complexity, right? Like my whole point of being on the show was to foster and help older adults, right? And to really push a narrative that being old doesn't exclude you from winning Big Brother.
Mm-hmm.
And then I align with people who are all older. And then the oldest person who I save eliminates me, right? Like
Yeah.
it's wild to me, right? And it doesn't like in there, like Heisem got too big for his britches. And it was because like I had a plan. Like you all didn't have a plan, right?
You
Yeah.
were
Like
ready to work.
like we have to go to war. Like we are going to lose. Like if we do not take these shots now, we will lose. And I don't care if you have other friendships, like they have to go if we're gonna all make it.
Yeah.
And so like people are like, oh, Heisem got really this way and that way. And I was like, I'm a psychiatrist. And like everything that I saw came true. Every last bit of it. It wasn't that I didn't know what was happening. I absolutely knew it was happening. And I couldn't convince people who just were like, oh yeah, Matt's gonna be on our side. I was like, are you crazy? Like, are you nuts? And so, it just got to the point like, And what I will say is that there was a castmate on the show that said really hurtful things, like, and played in the narrative that we have about gay or queer men, which is like, we're disgusting, we're terrible, we're awful, like, we like manipulate things, we're not authentic, like all of that crap that came up on the live feeds, like that I saw later. I was like, this is exactly the narrative of like the heteronormative community, like, and you're spewing all of this crap, right, to
Who said
basically, who do you think said that?
Only thing I had to say is I wish somebody said this about me. I mean, listen, I have no problem taking on those titles, but I have a problem taking on those titles if people don't get chances to compete again. That's always my issue. I feel like for some reason, and it's very weird, what I'm seeing is that I feel like a lot of the LGBTQ plus community does not get a lot of second chances to compete again. I have realized that a lot recently, and that bothers me. Sidebar. But I think, with everything and how we're going over this, I think the most important thing is you got to embrace the people in your community. And if I was wrong, I would love if somebody from my own community talks to me and tells me where I'm wrong or what I can do. Because I can't really, like somebody who's not, represents the same as me or understands what it's like to be a queer or a gay or a lesbian or transgender or being in our community, it doesn't translate well because you don't get it. You don't understand it. Just like I would never understand what it's like to be a woman. I'm never going to understand what it's like to be, a straight man now. I would never understand that. So just those little things, I think, moving
People
forward.
understand how to be with straight men, though. I do have one thing I want to say, though. Like, we're talking about like what happened on our shows, but like probably the most notorious is Drag Race, right? Like the hate that comes out of Drag Race, right?
It's
Like,
so,
which I was like is mostly us, like most
yeah,
of our
No, literally.
time.
it's hate that they get and it comes from their own community.
It's disgusting, and it's like so disproportionately towards the Black queens.
Of course.
Um, it's
Especially
disgusting. It's disgusting, and
because,
and it's such a common thing. It's like even like celebrities that are LGBT, like the people that support them are usually the straight women. Like it's like not other
yeah.
LGBT people, and it's like really sad because like we need to get it together, and we do need that representation in the editing room. I forget which one of you made that point, but that is brilliant. It's like the diversity that CBS has implemented over the past couple of years was so necessary, but we need that same energy behind 100%.
No, but we need it for both. Like
Exactly.
CBS is not where it needs to be at yet. Like I'm thinking about even doing edits for the cookout members could have been much better if we maybe had some more diversity behind that camera because we really didn't. So it needs to be better across the board. And I know we're getting there, but every network needs to get to that point. And I hope that it continues to do that. And guys, please keep in mind, if you have any questions, please throw some questions. If anyone wants to come live and chat with us and tell us maybe about any story or anything you want to talk about, we are here. Please request now, and I will bring you up.
That
Us.
that's the thing that I really like I've been thinking a lot about, which is like once you see another gay person on television, you wanted to be you, right? There's only one spot typically for the gay character, right? On some of these shows, like Survivor or whatever, there's usually one spot, and
Yes.
so we're point to being like it comes out of a negative, jealousy, envious kind of place, and it's like, well, it shouldn't have been you, right? It should have been me, right? Or like you're a terrible representative of the gay community, and it's just like this lambasting of like the gay person from the gay community, which is
Mm-hmm.
so instead of like cheering on like for there to be a gay winner, right? Like
I,
which
I
lifts all of us up, right? Like
to actually tell.
Projection.
I had someone actually tell an old friend of mine that it should have been him because he was the better gay than me. Yep.
And how do you know
Oh,
this?
because they told me.
Well, that's messy of the friend.
No, but they told me because they weren't friends with that
friend.
no more.
I know, but I just like, I hate when people be like, oh, this random person hates you. Or like just say something really nasty. I'm like, I did not need to know this. I'm like, I'm good.
Yeah.
Of
I'm
course, but
good.
it's just
Unless it's someone I think I'm friends with. Then
no, of
expose
course.
the
But
fakes.
see, like if you can see, that's what I try to tell people. Like it's very anyone that's gay, that especially if someone I can relate, but even if you are a part of the community, I still reach out to you. That's why I made sure to like reach out to Hisam, reach out to Izzy, like reach out to people, even you. And like I said, there's about 5 million of you Squid Games, so I can't really keep the hell up. I can only do so. So
You know, what really should be? There should be a reality television where it's only gay people eating.
but
It
Right?
would be
That's
that's
what
so good.
it would be good, but we also been still waiting for a actual real like love show for gay men. We still didn't get it. You could call what we were talking about last week, Hisam. I think we were talking about because that was not it.
it was
I don't.
called Prince Charming.
Baby, they all look the same. They all look the same.
They were sort of similar, yes.
I will say, if you guys if you watched Are You the One? Because they did a sexually fluid season and it was the best season by far.
Really?
Like, oh, by far. It was iconic because everybody brought it. Because, like, oh, it was so good. And Carousel, who ended up being on Netflix Perfect Match, she was originally on the Are You the One? And I love her. Yeah.
I think
So,
I've seen it, but I don't think I've seen the queer version of
oh,
it.
oh, it's so much better. You got to get into
Of course it would be better.
it. Exactly.
Yeah.
Somebody commented something really interesting. They asked if they think fans are more likely to thirst, gay fans are more likely to thirst after straight people they wish were gay over the actual queer gay options, which I completely agree with. I don't know about you guys.
What?
Yeah,
I'm
I agree
That,
completely.
that like fans, queer fans are more likely to thirst over the straight competitors they wish were gay over the actually queer
yeah,
competitors.
because of our society. I mean, unless you're looking like Hisam, I
No,
mean,
no,
unfortunately.
you like I think that the gay individuals were as thirsty for me as they were for like the straight people on the show. Like I will just tell you, I think that people like I was surprised to find out like Matt and Corey were really
Yeah,
I,
bullshit. Well, I love that you bullshit, but that was really cute of you. That was really cute of you bullshit, and I really appreciate that bullshit. Anyway, unless
you see,
you are,
we are
uh, 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 unless
we
you're
have
some muscle daddy or a jock or anything like that. Unfortunately, nobody else is going to really get that same degree. But even that, I'm not saying that's not, no, that doesn't happen. But yes, we do lust over the straight men because that's all we have had on TV for years. But that's also what we all want. We all want this manly man, that's what we all want. So if somebody be as femme as possible and be beautiful and maybe get a little bit of lust, but not going to get the same lust because guess what? To be honest, I think women lust more over someone feminine than us gays would because I've seen it. But we live in a society now where things are so it's very weird, and I hope that we get to the point where we do incorporate more different people in the gay community because in the queer community, excuse me, also. But the most important thing is like we don't need every gay to be the typical gay. I don't need the same gay every damn season on a show. I don't need the typical twink Broadway gay and
you
happy go lucky.
always like come after Tommy, and I don't know why.
You
you
always say that, and I'm not coming after Tommy because Tommy's not even a twink, okay?
Oh,
But the thing about it is, I'm just saying, like, we just need to keep switching it up. And I think these past seasons of Big Brother, we have been doing very well. Okay, so I think hopefully this season coming up we get someone different. Survivor does really good with showing me all different type of like of our community. I love that, and I hope for Squid Games when they do season 2 that we get the same thing. We get somebody different because here's the thing: I don't want to be the only. I mean, until I go to P-Town, I don't want to be the only bear that has did Big Brother. Of course, I want other bears to get opportunities. So I'm just saying we got to continue doing that, but that depends on who's casting and what they're looking for. But we do need a season of more than one gay person. Like I would love an all gay alliance.
Yeah, I
Well,
tried to start that.
yeah.
I
I was
tried.
gonna say because I think Blue is bi, right?
Yeah, I.
Oh,
Hey,
that would have been a cute ass
yeah,
alliance.
yeah. Well, I just could not get an alliance going. That's why. This is the truth.
No,
I just could.
we would have been a great alliance together, Hyson.
Huh?
I still had to cut you at some point, but
Oh,
you would have definitely stayed longer than what you needed to.
Girl, if I had made it through the next couple, I would have won that fucking game.
oh, you
I
had all the potential to win, Heisa.
you did.
I won. I was like,
I
what you saw
thought,
a story to be, I would have won.
I
Right? Like, I would have been unstoppable.
okay,
If I had found Amy, I would have been
Oh,
unstoppable.
I love her.
so
I'm a
then
Yeah.
big fan of her.
let me ask you this: what have
There's
you
no
been?
question in my mind. It's right that they get rid of me, right? Because they need to get rid of me, right? But what I will say is, like, if I stayed a couple of weeks, I would have won that game. There was no doubt in
I
my mind.
listen. You know I agree with you, Hyson. I wish I had you on my season. You would have been
But
perfect.
you, Derek and Dash, do you think we get less followers as gay people from these shows?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I was just wondering what you guys thought. I was like, I wonder if that's a
But
trend.
have you ever? But me and Hyson had this conversation. I don't know if you have, Dash, but I've looked at my insight. Majority of the people that are following me are women. I'm like,
Me too.
like I have to. And the crazy part is that in reality, like I would love to. I want to be always positive, body and positive, and things like that. Like I would
I love
love to
that.
a little bit more risque type of photos, but the issue is I cannot do that because if I do no, because the reason
I've
is,
seen your Twitter.
oh, girl, I ain't not doing it, so don't even try to play that. Don't
Yeah.
even, but I,
Is it the
someone
count?
told me, wait, someone said you just got to be interesting. I thought I was interesting, but
Uh,
I, here's the issue that I go through, and this is a whole nother conversation. I post something, I lose followers. So then I've also realized if I post something a little scandalous, I also lose more followers. So now I'm in a situation where like I'm trying to post a little more scandalous to get these men to come to my page, but then I'm losing the women because the women want me to be funny, and the men I'm trying to be like, I don't know what to do here. So yes, it is weird that we do get less more followers. I feel like all the gays go follow everybody else. Like it's weird.
they'll
It's very
follow
weird.
all the straight people that they want.
Correct.
Also,
Yeah.
ooh, I have such a good point, and can I get it
Yeah.
out? That has to do with what you were just saying. So, I like part of my like processing of the way I was eliminated, which was dark. Like so because this man like was straight up blaming me for everyone knowing that he was standing for a very problematic political figure when he was the one telling everyone that he stand this guy. So how are you gonna blame the most visibly queer person that you're openly standing a bigot? Like you're a weirdo. But anyway, this isn't about him. Part of my processing, I'm an artist, so and like I had been holding myself back, and I think after Squid Game and going through that, and after surviving Red Light Green Light, I was like, I need to just like go for it, and like I took my pain and I put it through my art, and that's when I came up with the concept of like I'm gonna do the Drag Race coded photo shoots. I'm not sure if you've seen them, Hyson, because we need to follow each other, but I did a photo shoot for every game and my elimination with Covered in Blood, and then I did a guard showman's photo where I was making out with the guard.
Ooh.
And that's because I was like thirsting for the guards in the game. I thought that was gonna make the show, but mostly, yeah, but whatever. They released.
Because they were straight.
Well, I didn't
Because
know what they were. They didn't speak. They
yeah.
didn't
I'm,
speak. I just was kind of into the whole vibe.
I'm
The whole
messing. I'm messing.
Hmm?
I'm messing
They had on the whole time.
Yeah, they
continue.
had masked, but it was like kind of hot. But basically, that
I can
guard
understand that.
photo shoot, that was the day that I lost the most followers the whole time out of Squid Game, was the day I posted the guard photo shoot. Which I'm like, and like I was so nervous to post that because I had people in my life telling me not to post it.
Yeah.
And then I had other people telling me, Dash, the only reason you wouldn't post it is because of homophobia. You need to do it. You worked hard on this and be proud of it. Put it out there. And I was so proud of myself for posting it, but then I got my wig snatched and I got unfollowed by like a bunch of people. But honestly, if you don't want to support me when I do that, then I don't really want you as a
No,
follower. So it's kind of like a blessing in
of
disguise.
course, but this is where we come into. Here's another thing, which it kind of cause, and this is like a deeper conversation. Another thing is that people think like, okay, yes, like following, unfollowing really doesn't matter, right? But it does. It does actually matter when it comes to more opportunities. That's the suck part that people don't understand.
True.
So you look at it. If somebody has a bigger following, they get more opportunities to go and maybe compete or go get opportunities to do commercials or maybe go get a chance to host. So when people are out here like, I would love to see this one and this one compete again, that's you gotta it's all a marketing scheme. You have to sit there and you gotta follow these people and you gotta sit there and give them the love that they need in order, because casting teams and other networks are looking at that. Unfortunately, that's just how the world works. But I agree with you, it's very hard, and that's why I get timid and scared to post, because I go, I don't know what to do. Like, I have this and I don't know what to do. I don't know what the followers want. 1 minute I'm like, maybe they want workout content. Maybe they want sexy content. Maybe they want this.
Maybe
I don't.
to basically show yourself having a sex toy in your hand. Who knows?
Iconic.
Maybe they want you publicizing your dating website, Archer. Maybe that's what they
You're a little fucking bitch today. You're such a little bitch. But I think that's important. But listen, no one requested to join. So, we're going to continue. But, Dash, I would love for you just to tell us, what have you been up to? What's
Yeah.
next for you? Of course, I know you came to Philly. I'm so sorry I was not able to see you. But in case you guys don't know, Dash was kind enough. He is going to join me.
Oh, wait, hold on. What are you saying?
He is going to go to P-Town with me.
Are you going to come with us, Hisam?
And I told Hisam to come, but Hisam is not answering my text, and I'm mad that he keeps avoiding it. And it's getting on my nerves.
You need to come.
Well, I am trying to, I might be going to Egypt around that time. So
Wow.
I am trying to sort that out.
That's amazing.
Go to Egypt.
What my mom? I'm Egyptian.
Yeah,
Not some random trip.
Why'd you bring mom into it? You trying to make me feel bad?
No. I'm just telling you. You asked why, so I'm telling you why. Like, my mom has some business in Egypt. She wants me to go with her. I am trying to eat, so that's what it's about. So it's not like I'm just trying to sort out with her. And my mom is a lovely person, but is not the best planner.
Well,
no.
if it works out that you could do both, I would love to have you there. You're like a king.
The three of us, if we all went, that'd be fun.
Can you imagine?
I'm really excited. Me and Dash are going to do this road trip. I'm excited. I'm making sure we get plenty of content. And of course,
I would be like crazy.
In a good way. In a good way.
Yes. And of course, we want one more person to be somebody who's also, gay from reality TV to join us. But I was just happy that he stepped up and said he would go with me.
Great.
And I'm excited.
Yeah. Dash, are you into bears? Is that something you like?
I am very an open-minded person. I'm more of an energy person.
Sure.
So it's like, if I feel like I can connect with you, I'm not going to do it based on your body type or your race or your gender. I'm very just like, if I'm feeling it, I'm feeling it. And I just I look inward. What do you say?
Take lessons, Derek.
Oh,
Derek is like, I only date blah 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 and blah blah blah, and that's it. That's all. Like you're like, I'm interested. I said the same thing. I was interested in people's like soul and what they were like and their intelligence. And they're like, if they don't have like X, like Y and Z, I am not into it. Right? Blah, blah.
yeah, I would say I'm a very open-minded person. And it's just like I have to like if I feel it internally, then I'm open to it. But yeah, so we'll see. I mean, I'm like, are they gonna be mad that this twink is at the Bear Fest?
No, they will
Okay.
love you.
Oh.
I told him that. I keep trying to tell him
They
that
will
you're gonna
you.
like you're like the one of a kind. Like you're gonna be like it's gonna be a couple of you guys because keep in mind, I also Brent from Survivor, right? And his boyfriend. His boyfriend.
Yeah.
He kind of reminds me of you. He's going too. So I said we're all gonna link up. So you two would be like the two token twinks, which is great. So they're gonna love you. This is wonderful, and everybody's
Very well loved at Bear Fest, darling.
I'm also gonna try to see if me and Dash can host something while we're there. Like I want to see if there's
What
like
kind of host?
no girl, like party and host there and
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah,
yeah.
you know what hosting is like.
Oh, yeah. Well,
That's right.
don't threaten
Everyone
me with
knows
a good time.
I have
that's right.
so what's
We're
next
hosting.
for you? I'm so sorry. We want to wrap up. Obviously,
Yeah.
what are you going for? Everything like that. And I imagine someone just requests because now we're at the end of the show. But what's next for you?
What is next for me? That's a good question. I just finally am like back home. I did a lot of traveling. Went to the DR. I did an eyebrow campaign there for this Brows by Tara. It's an up and coming eyebrow company. So that was like really fun.
Sure.
I got to like model in the DR, which was like so
Yeah.
cool. Um, and then I did the Philly charity event too. So like I want to keep doing the events. I also recently hosted for Peacock the traders. I got to interview them, which was
I
like
saw that.
I thought I was getting scammed. Like I got emailed about this and I was like, there's no way that I get to interview like my literal childhood heroes. I was like Googling, trying to figure out like who was scamming me, but then it was like real. So that was like a dream come true. So I want to continue in the host space and the modeling space. I'm down for more reality TV as long as it's the right fit. So we'll see. I mean, I'm just like, living my best life, I guess. Trying to keep my head up, trying to, keep going and not be too hard on myself and take care of my mental health. While still creating because I will say Squid Game really did give me that boost I needed internally to like go after what I want because I had been kind of broken for a while because of some things that had happened to me. And I felt like going through that and realizing how strong I am and that I can achieve my dreams if I just go for it.
Yeah.
And that I'm that sickening that this man is that pressed to take little old me out
That's right.
over all these big brolic people that could whoop your ass. I'm so powerful. So it was like kind of really
I will tell
iconic.
you this: you'll never forget. I've learned after talking with people, you'll never forget the person that took you out in the game. You'll never forget it, and I'm so sorry that both of you guys have to deal with that because I have never had to deal with that, but I did have to deal with 8 people never writing my names down. So that feeling definitely does suck a lot.
You know what shocked me the most about the jury vote? Brittany.
Yeah.
You
That's
held it down for Brittany.
that took everything out of me because I was like, I knew I had Brittany at least. I was like, I don't give a fuck about everybody
Right.
else. I was like,
Right.
Way that you rode for her in that
yeah,
game and the way you were there for her and like supported her when everybody was getting
yeah,
their licks in on that girl.
yeah. But they were all.
So that was shocking.
You also got to understand, like, unfortunately, when you get the Joker edit, unfortunately, when you're not, people didn't really take me as serious because I was using being funny and joking and things like that and being very like the entertainer. No one was seeing that was just a part of the game to get me towards the end. They were looking at it as we don't take Big D serious. So it's just what it is. And that's the sucky part when it comes to these shows. You have to be careful on how you play your game. I don't regret my game. I know none of you guys regret the game that you played. It's just how the editing is. But guess what? Dash, you're doing good things. I'm so
Thank you.
I cannot wait to see you
I
again.
Love you.
I don't know
art.
when I'll see you
I have
again.
art of yours
What'd
because
you say?
I have to see your art because I literally use my art as well as like healing. Like
Well,
that's what I.
you are like almost softcore porn, Hisam. So let's not try to go
It's
that far.
Oh my
all
God, we should create together.
we could, but I
That
would
could be.
whoever is listening, if there's a producer out there listening, there should really be a reality television show of all ex-gay players.
Oh, could you imagine?
I'm ready.
And here's the best part about this.
That would be.
I think I would like that because no one would be hurt because it would be so cutthroat. There's like, bitch, you should the fuck you were walking yourself in. And you don't have to worry about nobody getting offended. Like, that's even better. Like, I'd call you a bitch up and down and curse you the fuck out and drag you by your fucking hair. And you'll still be like, I love you and I love you too, girl. Good luck. Bye.
Right.
My sister.
That I would fucking love that.
Yes.
I was.
Well, we will make sure you guys, if you haven't, please make sure you follow Dash. Show him some
Oh,
love, of course. I'm excited to see what
yeah,
you
let
do
me.
next.
Thank you. Same to y'all. You guys are both like amazing. And like Derek, the way that you like reached out to me right when everything was going down and like had my back, not only privately, publicly, like that meant a lot to me. Thank you. And Hisam, like as I said, I was like a fan of you on the show. And I definitely want to meet you in person. I feel like we would connect really well.
Yeah, B-Town.
I would love that. Yeah. Okay. Let me find out what my mom.
Yeah,
My
yeah,
mom.
yeah.
Do you want me
Mama comes
to
first. Mama comes
be a
first.
friend to talk to your mom about sleeping over? Do you want me to talk to your mom and
Uh,
see if you can sleep over?
Oh, you could talk to my mom. My
I
mom.
wonder what you say to me.
Yeah. Huh? No, my mom would love you. Like, my mom is a really loving person, right? Like, I talked about my mom. I mean, other than like, the time I came out as gay, that wasn't so great. But
Same, same.
Has she
and,
come around?
oh yeah, of course. Like it was because like I hid it from her, and we were really close, and she was like, it really hurt her feelings that I hid the fact that I was gay, and I didn't tell her.
Aw.
Right. So it was more that than anything else. Right. Like, and that has more to do with me because I just didn't trust that she would love me for my full self. Right. Because we tell gay and queer people that society can't love you as gay and queer.
Yes.
Right. And so you
It's the
internalize
trauma.
like everyone can't love you that way, including your own parents. And that is just the reality.
Well,
right. Like,
it is beaten
so,
into us
right.
from such a young age. And like, I'm so proud of like Gen Z because they're like, everybody's bi. Like,
Right.
everyone just getting it in. And I'm like, this is, I'm here for
They definitely.
this. Because I'm actually not Gen Z, okay? Some people think I am, which I always like take as a compliment. But,
So how old are you,
oh,
Dash?
I am not saying that on this live, but I love you.
Well, your eyebrows look good, darling.
Thank you. By
Yeah,
Tara.
yes. All right, Derek, you want to wrap everything up?
Yes, guys, thank you so much for joining another episode of Over the Rainbow. Until next Tuesday, I don't know what our topic is going to be, but we will figure that out. If you guys have any suggestions, let us know. We're here to always talk about all gay things. This is a safe space for anyone. There's no judgment, except I judge everybody. So, other than that, we love you. And until next Tuesday, guys, bye.
Thank
Thank
you
you,
for
guys.
having me, babies. I love you
Of course,
both.
Derek, nice meeting
This was
We
you.
love you.
amazing. So
Bye.
lovely meeting you.
Bye.